Okay, this is Business 342, page 80, problem number 1. You own a $46,000 portfolio comprised of 4 stocks that give you the values of A, B, and C, which are 5,600, 16,700, 11,400. What is the portfolio weight? They're not asking the dollar amount, the weight of stock D. So you know you got 46,000 total in your portfolio, and you know what 3 of the stocks are, so obviously you can just get what the value of stock D is by taking 46,000 minus the 5,600 minus the 16,700 minus the 11,400. That gets you what that value is over the 46,000 total of the portfolio. So the weighted average is just simple mathematics. The weight average of stock D is 26.74% or 0.264 in this case. They didn't want it percentage-wise. Okay, problem number 2. Let's see if we can get this on the screen good. Okay, you own a portfolio of 2 stocks, A and B. Stock A is valued at $6,540 and has an expected return of 11.2%. Stock B has an expected return of 8.1%. What is the expected return of the portfolio whose value is $9,500? Okay, they didn't tell you the value of stock B, but all you got to do is the total value of the portfolio is $9,500. So you subtract the $6,500 to get the weight of stock B, because you need the weight for each one of these. So stock A is $6,500 over the $9,500, so it's 0.6884 or 68.84%. And then stock B is just the 9,500 minus the 6,540, the balance over the 9, so you get 31.16%. The return on the portfolio is the weighted average times the expected return plus the weighted average of the second stock times the expected return of the second stock. Now you can do it different ways. You can do it as a percent. You can do it both of these as a percent. You can do them both as a decimal. They typically put the weight as a decimal and the percent in full numbers, not as in decimals. So 11.2 instead of being 0.112 in the book, they put 11.2. You can do it either way. The answer is going to turn out the same, but just for the sake of doing it like the book, I did it this way. So you take the weighted average times the expected return plus the weighted average for the second one times the expected return. These two added together equal 10.23%. And that's what they were asking for. Okay, problem number 3. We'll knock 3 of these out with one video. You own a portfolio that is invested 38% in stock A, 43% in stock B, and the remainder in stock C. Obviously, you just take 100% minus those two, and you can get the percent for stock C. The expected, so that's its weighted average, right? The expected returns on these stocks is 10.7, 15.4, and 9.1 respectively. What is the expected return on the portfolio? The hardest thing about this is make sure you keep the weight right with the percent. So again, the return on a portfolio is its weighted average times the return for stock 1 plus the weighted average of stock 2 times the expected return for stock 2 plus the weighted average for 3. This formula is in your book, times the expected return for 3. You just multiply those together and add them up, and you get 12.42%. And that's problems 1, 2, and 3 on page 80 for the Business 342.